From the moment the news broke, Aria Vensworth felt the world tilt beneath her feet. The headlines were everywhere, cold, sharp, merciless. A single photograph had been twisted into a story that threatened to tear apart everything she had spent her entire adult life building. The board was demanding answers, investors wanted reassurance, and the upcoming charity gala, the most visible event of the year, was now a stage that could either restore her reputation or destroy it in a single moment. She had 72 hours to prove she wasn't the ruthless, self-absorbed CEO the media was painting her to be. She needed someone genuine beside her, someone whose presence alone could soften the public's perception. But the man she had expected to take as her date, someone her PR team had chosen, had backed out at the last moment. Aria stood in her glass-walled office, sunlight flooding the room, her breath trapped somewhere between panic and exhaustion. She was powerful, brilliant, respected, yet utterly alone, and the clock was ticking. If you believe in kindness, second chances, and the power of unexpected people changing lives, please like, comment, share, and subscribe to Kindness Chronicles so more heartwarming stories can reach others. Aria's crisis was interrupted by an unexpected sound from the hallway, the quiet clatter of a toolbox. She turned just in time to see a maintenance worker passing by, a man she didn't recognize even though she practically lived in this building. He walked with a steady confidence, not rushed like most contractors she'd seen, and something about him seemed grounded, calm. His name, she would soon learn, was Rowan Hale, a repair specialist called in to fix wiring issues in the executive wing. The corporate world that thrived on sleek appearances and curated personas, Rowan looked simple and sincere. He was around his early 30s, with dark chestnut hair slightly tousled, a neatly trimmed beard, and eyes that held a quiet reassurance. His clothes were worn but clean, and there was a soft tiredness in his expression that didn't dull his warm presence. Aria watched him for a moment, her thoughts spiraling. What she needed was authenticity, someone who would make the world see her differently, not a polished PR partner, but a reminder that she still understood real people, real lives. As Rowan spoke to the receptionist, thanking her politely and kneeling beside a panel to start his work, Aria felt something shift inside her. She didn't know him at all, yet something about him radiated decency. She needed help, and he was the only person in front of her at the exact moment she was breaking inside. Sometimes life didn't offer perfect solutions, only unexpected ones. Rowan, meanwhile, had come in hoping for nothing more than a straightforward job and a paycheck that would help him cover his daughter's school expenses. His life had been a series of adjustments since becoming a single father. His daughter, Mira, was 8, joyful, curious, and the anchor that kept him going even on the days he felt depleted. He had given up a promising engineering career to raise her, trading boardrooms for repair shops, briefcases for toolboxes. Every morning he packed her lunch, braided her hair, and reminded himself that every sacrifice was worth it. Today was supposed to be ordinary, a job, a return home, a shared meal at the kitchen table. He had no idea that his path was about to collide with the CEO whose face was plastered across the news. Aria approached him hesitantly. The sunlight coming from the office windows cast bright reflections across the polished floor, making everything feel sharper, more urgent. She tried to steady her breath, but there was no time for perfect composure. She offered a short explanation, careful, respectful, and to her surprise, Rowan didn't laugh, judge, or recoil. He listened silently, thoughtfully, as if her impossible request wasn't ridiculous but simply human. And after a quiet moment of considering her situation and his responsibilities at home, he agreed, not because he wanted publicity, not because he thought it would benefit him, but because he understood what it felt like to be one misunderstanding away from losing something important. Their agreement set off a series of daytime preparations. Aria's office became a whirlwind of stylists, PR advisors, and planners, but Rowan stood among them like a calm center of gravity. He didn't let himself be dazzled by luxury or intimidated by the glittering world that seemed miles away from his everyday reality. He asked genuine questions, gave simple answers, and offered quiet observations that made Aria pause more than once. She had spent years surrounded by people who only told her what she wanted to hear. Rowan was different. He didn't try to impress her, didn't try to adjust himself to fit into her perfect world. He was simply himself, and ironically, that authenticity was more powerful than anything her team could manufacture. What struck Arya the most was how he talked about his daughter. Every mention of Mira was filled with warmth and quiet pride. When he showed a picture of her, beaming in daylight wearing mismatched hair clips, Arya felt a subtle ache, a reminder of how disconnected she had become from the simple joys she once dreamed of. Her childhood had been lost to expectations, her 20s to ambition, her 30s to pressure. Success had come at a cost she wasn't sure she could ever reclaim. Rowan's life wasn't easy, but it was full of love, and she found herself admiring that more than she expected. And maybe, someday, something more would grow from that friendship. But for now, it was enough that Arya smiled more, breathed easier, and believed again in goodness, all because a single dad with a toolbox had stepped into her hallway on the very day her world was falling apart. If this story touched your heart, please like, comment, share, and subscribe to Kindness Chronicles so more people can feel inspired by unexpected kindness. Special request, please comment your thoughts. Your words mean more than you know.